from Moshville Times, and I'm here with the Now. How's it going, guys?
All good,
Yeah, not
thanks.
too bad yourself.
Welsh weather's not too great at the moment. It's raining where we are, but rock and roll in
Yeah, it sounds about right for Wales from my experience of it.
it.
So, what can you tell us about your upcoming album, Too Hot to Handle?
Go on,
Do you want
Shane.
to start there?
Oh, go on.
Okay.
So, Too Hot to Handle is out on the 1st of March, which is an important date for us as a band, obviously with the album coming out. But obviously, it's St. David's Day. The patron saint of Wales is the day where we celebrate sort of being Welsh. So what better day to put the album out on than such a prestigious day? Obviously,
Absolutely.
it is St. David's Day with the importance of our album, but there you are. So yeah, it's out on the 1st. We're really excited. We've had a really good response to the single so far. We've had a really good sort of pre-sale and pre-download at the moment. So we're hoping that with a bit of luck, fingers crossed, with our amazing fan base and with obviously people like you, celebrating us, we can maybe, crack into the top 50 we'd be happy with.
And so, how does it actually feel to have the debut album almost out?
Go on, Shane.
Say it again, sorry.
How does it feel to almost have the debut album actually out?
It's quite exciting, to be fair, because we've waited for longer than, well, just over a year now. The process has taken, like starting to record it, then mix it, then master it, and then getting it ready for like PR and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a long process, so we're really excited now.
It's exciting. It's also that, it's I think the words are sort of, it is a little bit scary because obviously we are really proud of it. We think that it's really good, obviously, and we just hope that it's met with the same response, really. So yeah, we just crossing fingers and toes for that to sort of coincide with our beliefs about it.
And you recorded it with Ollie Jacobs. What was that like?
Yeah, Ollie's great. He's a very like prestigious producer. Like working with the 1975 Harry Styles and stuff like that. And he brought up in real world, so he knows the gear very well. So he was very quick at his work. So he's always good to have around.
And I liked what he did that was really good because we previously recorded an EP with him, and I think when we recorded that EP, he basically just let us create the EP that we wanted. But then obviously when we went there with the album, then he said to us, look, I don't want it to be exactly like the EP. I think we should strip it down. We should do this. We should, change things up a little bit to maybe make it a little bit more edgier. And I'm really glad that he did so because it would be a completely different sounding album for the worst, I would say, if it was just another sort of 10, 11 tracks of what the EP was like. We've sort of, through Ollie's sort of genius, we've sort of evolved a little bit as a band as well. So we owe a lot to Ollie, and I think we sort of finally found our sound, which is what bands always strive for, isn't it?
And there's a lot going on in the album, yet it all sounds like one album by one band who has their own identity. I'm guessing he helped contribute to that then.
Yeah, he definitely helped with that. Like Will said, he adds like a pop element to it. We got like the raw rock element, and then when we come together, it brings this like one sound, which is the Now.
And how would you actually describe the band's sound? Like, who are your influences?
I'd say sort of previously I would have said it would have been like more sort of like Led Zeppelin and Motley Crue sort of style, but obviously since then I think we've got sort of that more modern sound, which is exactly what we've always wanted. And we wanted that sort of the Muse, the Kasabian, the Royal Blood sort of elements coming through, and we've got a melting pot of all the fantastic bands like that all in one, and this is what the Now is.
Yeah, because I'd heard a bit of Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes on his Last Dimension as well.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we supported them, so yeah. Shane, you didn't rip them off, did you? By any chance we played with them, did you?
No, I didn't know.
So the title track is inspired by men's mental health. Do you hope that that will help men to be more open about their mental health?
Yeah, it's covers all mental health really. Being what we wear on stage. We want people to come to our gigs feeling comfortable and that they can wear whatever they want. And also, like you said, getting men to open up more.
And what other lyrical themes can we expect on the album?
Go on, Shane.
Say it again. Say it again, sorry.
What other lyrical themes can we expect on the album?
There's a bit of, talking about love, there's talking about all kinds of things. It's whatever the listener wants it to be, really. That's what we try to do. It can appeal to any person and it can look in any different way, like.
I mean, the good thing, I think we as a band, we write from, personal perspective, because there's no other better thing to write about than something that you experience. We're not going to write about being a middle class Tory, because we are fortunate to be and all that. So I mean, the tracks are written about sort of life experiences, about things that we've gone through, like you said, mental health. That song definitely is a big sort of off the cap to mental health in that one. But yeah, it's just like Shane said, there's a wide range, and the beauty of music is you can listen to a song and two people can have a completely different perspective what that song is about. So hopefully we garner that sort of thought as well.
And last year you played the Isle of Wight Festival. What was it like to play such a big festival that's got such a massive legacy behind it?
It was incredible, actually. When we first walked on the stage, there was probably just 100 people there. And then the time we started, playing our second song, it was rammed and everyone was just engaging with us. I think that festival is about that, though. It's about engaging with any artist, because when I was just going around, everyone was just enjoying life, not just I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were just enjoying their time, and I think that's what the festival's about.
And I think it's run really well, like the logistics of it. So you've got the main stage and the second stage. And sometimes in festivals, the main stage is like a mile there, and the second stage is like a mile direction. So you never get that crossover of when people leave the main stage. They just stay with the main stage, but because obviously there's a big gap in between artists as well, people are not just going to stand there waiting for half an hour. They're going to walk literally 50 yards and come and see the band on the second stage. And that's what Shane said when we played the second track. We luckily had thousands of people watching, because the festival had run so well. They timed us perfectly with the main and the second. So yeah, we'd absolutely love to go back. And this year, we'd love to be on the main stage ideally, but we'll take what we can get.
Yeah. You've also performed with some great names over the years, and you've got shows with Feeder coming up as well. Who else would you like to play with?
I'd love to play with Muse, probably. I love the arena type vibe. I love the show. Do you mean I'm an entertainer? So I like big shows. So what about you, Will?
I mean, yeah, that's sort of the pinnacle, isn't it? I mean, if somebody offer us a music, that'd be unbelievable. Yeah, but then I suppose, for us, it'd be really good to sort of support bands that like maybe like the second or third run above us. Like when you look at the Sherlocks, so they've just like their fifth album they've put out now, and they're on stage things. So yeah, I'd say like bands like the Sherlocks would be ideal for us. So yeah, anybody on that sort of plateau really.
And there's been a lot of great bands coming out of South Wales over the last few years. Why do you think that is?
I just think.
Go on, Shane.
I don't know. I don't really have an answer for that.
I think
what do you think, bro?
There's not a lot to do, is there? When you live in sort of small communities.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, lived in London. I mean, bloody hell, you've got everything on your doorstep. I mean, everything's open 24 hours. You can do whatever you like. So you're constantly engaged in whatever you want to do. I think living in small valley towns. I love living in a small valley town, by the way. Living in a small valley town, there's not a lot to do. So when you're growing up, you've got sort of limited options.
Football,
obviously
rugby, or music, really.
rugby, football, sort of maybe move into Cardiff if that's what you're into. Didn't really want to do that. Moved to a city. So yeah, it was rugby, football, music, and yeah, and I think everyone starts out doing rugby or football, and then when you realise you're not good enough, then you turn into being a musician, and here we are.
And finally, what have the band got planned for the rest of the year?
There's a few things lined up. Obviously we can't announce for the reasons of like the agents and stuff. But yeah, we definitely looking to gig a lot more this year. Get back into the studio and record a second album.
And then obviously, like with the album, kind of, there's nothing sort of set in stone yet. We can't say anything that's definitely happening, but like the tour of the album is, sort of top of the priority list. We've got a lot of sort of support in America as well, funny enough. So I mean, it'd be great if we could go over to America. I'm not saying that we are, but yeah, if we could sort of travel, see the world as much as we can, and play to as many people as we can, write as much music as we can. So yeah, that's just pretty much world domination is the goal, Ross.
That's fair. Well, it's been great chatting to you. I'll hopefully see you guys out on the road.
Definitely. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
definitely come to the show.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be great to see you guys.
Okay, cheers, Ross.
Okay,
Thank you
cheers.
so much. Bye.